wondering how I was gonna live with one arm and do all my stuff and carry my books and tie my shoe and stuff.
There's so much unknown of course, when you lose a limb. You know, you're wondering, will I be able to do this and that? And I was concerned if I'd be able to play golf again. I love to play golf, and I was wondering if I would be playing to the same ability that I played before my accident, and I've been able to do that.
The foundation was actually Jordan's idea when he, shortly after his accident, when he was in the recovery process and going through therapy, and he came in contact with a number of kids who he discovered were less fortunate than he did.
I just saw so many kids that needed help, that didn't have the financial wherewithal to afford prosthetics, no family, nothing. They had nothing going for them, and I just saw how blessed and fortunate I was to have all those things, and I decided something needed to be done, and we brainstormed there in the hospital and created the foundation right then and there.
Without a limb, you're viewed upon as very different. In some cases, you're viewed upon with suspicion, and you're viewed upon as someone that can't participate in activities that other children can.
Without prosthetics, obviously, they can't return to the level of function that they were, enjoying before the accident. And that's why it's so important to have this type of resource available in our community, that we can help kids get back to where they were, and that was what Jordan's mission was.
I can't imagine being without prosthetics, because I know when I was in a wheelchair it was brutal getting around, and the prosthetics have made such a big difference in my life.
It's important that the Jordan Thomas Foundation exists for children, because many times the costs that are incurred for prostheses simply are not covered by other institutions. Certainly governmental or state agencies won't cover a prosthesis because they don't consider them a life or death situation.
We pick kids based upon their financial resources, whether they have the financial capability to buy the prosthetics. Most folks don't recognize it. Even if you have medical insurance, most medical insurance companies will cap the financial part of that to $2,500 or maybe $5,000, which is hardly enough even to walk in the door. These prosthetic devices are extremely expensive. The motorized above-the-knee prosthetics can get $40,000, $50,000. The myoelectric arms are $20,000 piece of equipment, and most families can't afford that sort of thing.
Unfortunately, it's true that insurance companies will only cover one prosthesis per lifetime, which is quite amazing. They treat prostheses, unfortunately, like a durable medical good, like a wheelchair or a walker. In Daniel's condition, Daniel's amputation, it's a lifetime of care. So to think that one prosthesis would be adequate for a lifetime of care is to assume that one pair of shoes at age 11 would be enough for the rest of their life.
The average child outgrows a prosthetic when they're young, in 12 to 18 months. The children that we have are young. Noah's only 4, Elena's 7 now, and Daniel just turned 12 on Thursday, got his new arm for his birthday. And we've wanted to commit to those children until they were adults.
Elena's 7 now, and her legs are $20,000, and if she's outgrown them every 12 to 18 months, do the math, and that's a lot of change.
Through the foundation, we've been able to afford others that opportunity. Elena was wheelchair bound before the foundation was able to get a prosthesis for her. Noah couldn't ride a tricycle because he didn't have a bendable leg. And now Daniel is able to use hands. He's unlimited.
The first time I ever saw Elena walk was the most unbelievable experience of my life. She has this serenity, and she's like an angel walking, and just seeing all the hard work and all the years of getting the foundation together and running, it all came together right then and there, and just the joy that her parents had and she had, you could just tell how great it was for them, and it was special for us too.
I can't imagine living in a different town, a different part of the country, and having the kind of love and support and outpouring of generosity that we've had here. People in this community have been very generous.
And we work in partnership with our local prosthetic groups in our community to provide this service. The prosthetist donates their labor, their time, their effort. The foundation takes care of the price of the prosthetic itself. So working in conjunction and a partnership with the prosthetist is how we're doing this currently, and it's working well.
The reward for us is to be able to help a child, to be able to have that happen. And the Jordan Thomas Foundation allows for us to make that happen. And we can provide the skills, the know-how, we can provide the materials. It does come down to certain economic demands. And without the Jordan Thomas Foundation, we couldn't provide that.
I'd like to share a little story maybe about how careful we are with the dollars. Noah had called, had just been fitted with a new leg. And we were so excited. It was the beginning of the summer. We were very excited about that. And they called me from the prosthetic office and said, would you mind upgrading this prosthetic? Well, I immediately said, well, why do you need it upgraded and how much is it going to be? And was very careful with that. And they said, well, it'll be about $300 and he would like it upgraded because he'd like to be able to wear flip-flops like the other kids. Well, the answer was yes. So I used those $300, but those are very, very important decisions that we make, and each one is very difficult for us because we are very mindful and very careful in the use of your dollars because we realize that you've given those, and we try very hard to be good stewards with that money.
Everyone's donation goes straight to the kids. There's no skim off the top, there's nothing, it goes straight to the prosthetics, and we've had a lot of providers that have given their labor, and it goes directly to the kids, and you can see it. It's personified in these kids. When they walk, that's your money.
So when you think about contributing, don't think just about that prosthesis working today. Think about what the child's doing without you seeing them. Being able to tie their shoes, to use crayons, to ride the bicycle with their friend, to do even cartwheels or gymnastics, and you can see the immediate effect. Daniel had no arm a week ago. Today, on his birthday, he has an arm.
Kind of exciting getting my arm because I could do some of the stuff I did, like ride a bike, and if I steer on the go-kart, if I have to turn this, I can grab the steering wheel with this one and it'll help me turn. And riding a dirt bike, I can twist my arm like that, and I can hold in the clutch because you have to hold the clutch when you shift gears. It'll help me a lot, carry my books, and it's fun to use it.
These kids are really in need. They really need your help. It's not just the prosthetic, it's to get this child back to their life, what they need to do in life. It's the rehabilitation, it's the support, it's all of those things, and that's what we give. And it gives a child a new opportunity to live a life that they were destined to live.
And these kids deserve to reach their dreams, and they aren't given the same things that we're given. As a child, I was given everything, and I was fortunate and blessed to be in a fairly affluent family, and these kids don't have that. And I think it's important that they are afforded the same luxuries that we have, and just the basic things. They should be able to walk and achieve what they want to do, and I think everyone deserves that. So. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everything that everyone's done in the community. It means so much to me and to the family, and I hope that we can continue to help as many children as possible, and I appreciate all your help.
Thanks for my new arm.